Hello, hello. Welcome to Candy's Crafts Corner. How are you all doing? I'm Candy Rodo coming live to you from New York City. I'm sorry I was a few minutes late. My phone was not charging as fast as I thought it would. So that happened. Well, like this one a little. All right. There we go. I found myself. I have your comments on. And today we're going to work with the set, the bundle for the books, which is this adorable. Um, it's kind of on the small side for bundles as a number of stamps and it's only 5 dies, but they're all very cute. So I'll show you what we can do with them and give you some ideas. And if you're like me, you have book lovers in your life. So this is a great set, and it also makes good masculine cards as well, without being in your face masculine, like fishing and garages and anything. So it's kind of like a crowd pleaser, I think. So let's start. Let's start. Let me see. Everything is piled up and falling around me. Sorry. Trying to make room as always. And let me find another scrap of white that I'm gonna need later. I had one here and it just fell and went down underneath my sofa. So I'm not gonna actually try to get it now, but here we have a good scrap of white for later. Anyway. All right, so let's start with this one. This one, I'm gonna put this separate for now. This one was inspired by this card recipe that my team leader from Moonstruck Stampers, Julia Green, made send us for the team meeting. So she sent us this card recipe with these elements, and you had to come up with something using these elements and these measurements. And it's a great idea to have these recipes. I always try to do it, and then I do my little drawing, and it doesn't work as well as when you do like a cards template like this. So this is what I came up with, and it has in my case I used designer series paper, and this is the type worn embossing folder embossed with that. And then you'll see, because we're gonna make it. All right. And I love this book. And this is this die that gives you this little thing. And this is to make a tassel. So you just have to curl it, curl it, curl it, and then you make the tassel that it goes well for bookmarks and such. All right, so let me get the materials for the first card, wherever I put them. God knows. There they are. There they are. I mean, I had everything ready. I always do, or try to. But there's always something missing, right? All right, so for this one, I'm using wild wheat as a card base. And this is 11 by 5.5. Sorry, 8.5 by 5.5, score at 4.25. And this is from the Storybook Friends or Storybook Moments paper, and I love this background because it seems to me like a little wallpaper. So we're gonna put that. This is gonna be a fast card. The others not so fast, but anyway. Where's my bone folder? I put it away. I'm just gonna make sure that it's scored properly. Put that away too. Just making room so I have less accidents. How about that? Hi, Deborah. Good evening. Sorry I was late. I probably got people a little confused, but I put a little note because when I went to get my phone, it was just too low in charge. And I had it charging, but it was still too low to go live because it would go off in the middle, and we don't want that. So my designer series paper for the base is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, which is like, it gives me a 16th of an inch all around, um, to pick the wide width car base. Thank you. Thank you for saying it's okay. Sometimes you try, but technology doesn't cooperate. Then we need this strip, and this strip is 3/4 by 5, and it goes right here in the middle. And if you're interested, it's a great idea to check our catalogs, because now they come with lots of these kind of recipes where you can just get your elements, whatever you have at home. Don't have to be married to a collection, a suite, or a stamp set. You use what you have to create some cards with the dimensions, the elements that they tell you, and then you can just customize it with your own colors, your own sentiments, and all. All right, so this I cut before I replaced the blade, and I finally replaced the blade on my cutter, and it's hard to see here. Here is I can read harvest because it's type worn. It's hard to see sometimes the type, but this is my foam mat that I have covered, but I'm just gonna put a little bit of wild wheat on it with a little brush, just to give it a little bit of color, that it links better with everything else, because I don't want it to be so like in your face. This is basic beige, by the way, and I pre-embossed it with a type worn. If you have Scripty, that would work well too, or any other embossing folder that you have, because I know that these two are no longer available. So, but I like the ones that have some text in it, and I like that you don't really read the text, because sometimes the text doesn't go with the purpose of the card, right? So just going lightly about around, giving it a little bit of color, just a little bit, and that's it. Because I don't want it to disappear either, you see? So it just ties it a little bit better together. And after that, we're gonna put it right here. Maybe because this has the fuzzy thing here, oh no, it will be upside down. No, we cannot do that. All right, so it goes more or less in the middle. We're gonna attach it here, and then we're gonna put the other strip that the recipe calls for. And if you don't like the extra strip, you can not use it. You can just leave it as you like. The recipes are just a starting point, and then your creativity should come and guide you too, if you are inspired. And if not, some days you're not like, you have like a blockage, inspiration block or something, like the writer's block, right? There's actually crafter's block as well. So this is where the recipes come in very handy. So this I didn't tell you, the size is 2 by 4.5, right? And this is 1/2 by 4.5. So I'm gonna put this strip here. Now we're in February already, and that means that we're more than halfway into celebration. I haven't, I've been too busy, and I haven't done much with celebration. I have some sets, but I don't want to miss the chance to get, stock up on things that I need, like stamps and stamps, sorry, envelopes and cardstock because I get free things for my basics that I need and use. All right, so before I attach this circle, which is a 3-inch circle, or you can do another shape if you want, this can call for the circle. And I wanted to use the Spotlight on Nature dies actually, and I couldn't find them. So I end up using the decal circles, which I are discontinued now too, but anyway, so I'm gonna stamp that this one is for the books. This is copper clay, so I'm gonna stamp it in copper clay. All right. Somebody else join. Say hi if you feel like it. Be nice to say hi to you. All right. So I'm gonna put it down because here I'm gonna put my book. And this is a sentiment that goes for so many occasions, like could be a night to remember, it could be a celebration to remember, it could be a story, like a love story to remember. It could be so many things. So I like it. And then the book. This is the adorable book that comes with the dice. One of the 5 dice cuts this book, and then another of the dice cuts the pages that go in here. So you can just lay it like that and glue it. You could also, if you wanted, cut this and just put this as a puzzle here if you don't want it to be so high. I've experimented with this die because I think it has a lot of possibilities, and I'll show you what in the next page, in the next card, sorry, in the next project. So yes, so despite of having fewer elements that are usual bundles, I think it's very cute and it has lots of possibilities. Then now we're gonna do the tassel. And I don't know if I have extra of the cord. Yeah, I have it right there. Yes. All right. So for the tassel, that's how I do it. How I did it, and probably there's other ways to do it as well. I just curl it first as much as I can without being careful that I don't rip it off. This one I did it on with early espresso. I pre-cut it on early espresso. And then I'm gonna put a glue dot right there so it holds in place my first curl, so to speak. Oh yeah, you got, all right, there we go. So then I'm just gonna help myself with this, and then just slowly roll it. Okay, maybe don't have something on your hand while you're rolling so you can be precise. All right, and now to tie it, we can put a little bit of liquid glue, but just so that it sticks immediately, I'm gonna put another glue dot right there, and the curl. Oh, and I forgot what I had to do is put the. Sorry, I was supposed to put. I did that the other day too. Supposed to put the cord first with that glue dot. Okay, whatever. let's try to retroactively do that. So I have that, and I can just thread it if I'm lucky enough. There we go. Thread it. And it got stuck with the glue dot that I had, so that's good. And then you can open your tassel a little bit, like so. We'll do another tassel, so I'll do it properly this time. And then we're just gonna cut this because this is too long. Maybe like that. And then we'll attach it with a bit of Terran tape. And you can, this is a simple book because it's just the die, directly the die. There we go. And then I'm just gonna press there so it doesn't stick up so much. Just pressing it down. Just because the gold thread is a little thick. And that's it. That's your little book. Isn't it cute? And if you want, we have the stamp, the story of us, or you can put for you or something. But since I have these ones for the book, I just leave it open so it can be used for multiple celebrations. All right, so now we're gonna put dimensionals here. I'm gonna just put 4. And this one we're gonna put flat, and I'll show you this. I can take this back and it will help. I don't know. It doesn't need to be taken off, but there we put one there and one there. Put this here center. And I like that this moves, like it just will move with the, there we go. All right, and now all we have to do is attach our circle. I'm gonna put more dimensional, so I'm not gonna close them. I'm gonna use the little dimensionals because I'm running out of these ones. These are medium dimensionals that came with the latest paper pumpkin. There we go. Make sure it's straight, more or less center, and that's our card recipe following this, right? All right, and of course, some embellishments. For these ones, I use the adhesive back metallic gems. Very cute, and I use the gold ones, of course, because it goes with my gold tassel. You could have used another color tassel. Okay, I don't know why this is. If you want it here, actually, I think I glued this with a glue dot so it wouldn't move. But I kind of like that it moves, so I'll think about it later. And we're gonna use a little one in gold and a bigger one in gold and another big one over here. All right. So this is a nice card that could, as I said, this could be very good masculine cards or for anybody. Like any book lover would love a card like this, I think. Oh, the inside. Sorry, I forgot. The inside. We have, I mean, you could write here because this is light enough that you could, but I always like to put another layer for my writing. And we're gonna use in copper clay. Did I do copper clay? No, I did. Okay, let me clean it then. I did wild wheat. I'm gonna do the same. This stack of books stamp. Wild wheat. And then we have the glasses that I think they're so cute. And the glasses I'm gonna do with copper clay. There we go. Isn't it cute? Now all we have to do is glue it to the inside and we'll have the finished card. And of course you can use any color combination. I use this color combination, but you can use just any color combination for this. That's the, when it doesn't have, a bundle doesn't have a matching designer series paper, you know, the world is your oyster. You can do whatever you want because you can use any paper, any color, whatever you want. When it has the paper, it's always better to use the colors in the paper because it ties it all together. But this, you can just find colors that match and that's it. So this is our first card. Moving on. Let's do our second card, which is this one. Again, I put the book in the tassel here. But as you see, this book, I actually folded this. So it has more like a three-dimensional look. I folded the spine of the book by just putting more dimensionals here, an extra set of dimensionals. And we have the shelf with the books. And I think it's very cute. And it says you're a solid 5-star. All right, so let's see how to make this one. Oh, we're going to make it in another color. So that's what I was saying, that, like you're not married to the color. So I'm going to make it in olive. And this paper is from Storybook Friends too. Yes, it's that one that has all the little tags and that you could cut out, but because I'm planning to order more of that paper, I've decided that I could use the bag because it's very pretty. I wanted a bag that looked like wallpaper because I'm gonna put the shelf and it would be like the shelf in the paper. So I think that would be cute. All right. So we're having a little bit of snow at the moment here in New York City. Not too much. It's not snowing that much. I think it would be gone by tomorrow, maybe. But well, I like it because I like snow and I miss snow. And I hope that it snows on Wednesday because Wednesday is my birthday and I love snow. So, it will make me happy. I think rain is predicted, but not snow. So we'll see. I mean, from here till Wednesday, things may change. All right. Then we need our shelf. That goes right here. And I have some books already cut, but it's only one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make oh, you having snow as well? That's good. I'm sure you have more than we are. But anyway, I'm not gonna be jealous. I know. Yes, I don't have to shovel my snow, so that makes a difference too, right? So with Memento ink, I'm gonna do 2 stacks of books because 4 books is just too little. So I'm gonna go like this, and I'm just gonna put the other ones next to it, and that's it. And then we're gonna have to fussy cut it because the dies, there's no dies that cut these books. I think they should have been because they only have 5. So, but before we're gonna paint them. I'm gonna paint the spines in different colors. There's one. Let's see what other colors. I like to use one color that, and I didn't bring any olive. It's okay. We'll live without it. We'll do another green. It's fine. This is Pretty Peacock, I think. I'm using the blends. You could use the markers for this one too. It doesn't make much of a difference for these books. Then we're gonna have one in brown. This is the bronze. I think. Yes, it is. Then we're gonna have one in yellow. Whatever colors you want to have, you know. Then one in blue. What else do we have? Another red. I'm going outside the line because I want the gaps between the books to be filled. I don't want to see it. Then this one will be the orange. And the final, maybe this. This is crumb cake, I think. No, bronze. Did I do bronze already? No, here. Let's do crumb cake. We don't repeat. Oops. This I have to replace. See how the tip is all messed up. So I'm gonna use the fine tip. All right. So for these things in the middle, I don't know if you know that Wink of Stella, we don't sell it at Stamping Up, but they have a gold one, and they have a like glitter red and glitter silver, and also I think green. I found them in a craft fair and I went crazy and I bought them all. So, but you can find them in Amazon too. And I'm just doing for these books just a little bit. You know how sometimes they have some like edging in gold, just to keep them a little something. It's like, oh, the title will be embossed or something, you know, in gold. And then just a little gold accent that will tie it with my little gold thing that I have going on. Details. All right, so now that we have done that, now we fussy cut it. I should have fussy cut it before, but you know, it's fine. You know, this way you see me doing the stamping and the coloring, which is good too, right? It's not by magic, you know, you have to make it. It's not by magic that happens. I don't want to see the white, so I'd rather be conservative. Sorry. All right. Just gonna work with less so I can move it better. If they were all the same color, you can sponge the little bits of white if you see them, but you know, I think that's gonna be fine because I'm trying to, I'd rather cut a little bit more into them. Like this, you see? Because then what we'll see is the wallpaper that we're gonna put behind them. There we go. Now we have the books for a shelf. We can assemble it with dimensionals. You can put it with dimensionals, you can put it flat like this. I like it with dimensionals a little bit better. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the medium ones because they're perfect size for here. I'm gonna put 3, 4, we don't wanna see them. 3 for the shelf. And I think 2 for the books will do. We're gonna calculate where we want the shelf. So the feet here. Yeah, right there. Oh, I lost it. I feel it. There we go. The static with this, the heat going on all day long. All right. By the way, I cut these from a strip from one of the papers in Country Woods. I love those papers. So now we have 2 dimensionals for this, and we put our books on the shelf. And I don't mind that it goes a little bit over the shelf, the bottom of the books, like so. Can you see? And I think I did a better job fussy cutting this or coloring it. I don't know. But I like it. All right. Now for our sentiment and our other book. For this one, I use the Thoughtful Expression dies. But I'm going to use for this one the Everyday Greetings. I think it's called Everyday Greetings, yes. That has all these tags. And we're going to put the book here. We're not going to see it. But first, let's assemble the book. Because I cut from Designer Series paper, the book, and I also cut it from cardstock. So what I'm going to do is grab my mat. I'm going to take this part out that is perforated. And I like, because sometimes the books are not all solid. So, I mean, they have like nice jackets, nice. So you can use Designer Series paper for that. So I'm just like, not to cut it completely. I'm just trying to use the, there we go. See, a little bit like this. With my piercing tool, you can use take your pick tool, or you can do it carefully with scissors. And then now that it's open, I can actually use my scissors if I need to cut something. There we go. So now we have this. And if I put it on top of this that I've embossed with a heart that comes in the set, well, I don't know. I don't like that you see these. And do I have my olive? Yes, I do have my olives here. So let's do a quick touch up with a sponge dauber, because I don't like to see the white, you see? So I'm just gonna touch it up a little bit. Grab a sponge dauber. Just give it a little bit of a touch there. So we don't have any white. Just a little bit. I think that would work. Let's see. Yes, that's good now. All right. Good enough. I didn't have to do it for the other one, but, you know. All right. So now we took this. You can use this for something else, so save it. It's a nice oval. Or you can do it the other way around. You can have this cut like this. Or let me grab another one here. I have one in gold. And you can put this here with a message here. So, you know, like the book doesn't have to be solid. You can combine these elements. And that's what we're doing here. So the other thing I did for this one is that I cut, I cut all around it, and I just used the middle part. Let me show you, like the smaller rectangle. So I just went like this, there. And we're gonna do the bottom one. There. We're gonna do the side one. There. And we're gonna do the other side one. This, there. And then we'll use the spine too. I mean, this spine in this one had more gold. This is that, I can't remember what the paper is called. The one that comes with in crumb cake and cherry cobbler, and it's kind of like splattered with gold. So I thought it was like very book like. So we're gonna put this like here in the middle, and then we'll see the heart and that, and then we'll have the spine in this, even though, as I said, from how I cut this, there's very little gold in here, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna cut the spine from here. And because it's embossed, it's very easy to see where you have to cut it to layer it on top of the other one. There we go. So these are the two parts that we're gonna cut. All right, and then we'll have also the pages that I hope I have in gold, but if not, we'll put them in another color. I thought I had them. No, these are all in basic. Oh, here it is. I knew. There we go. Because you know how some books have the pages gilded. I like that. So like kind of like making it a more antique look for the books. Anyway, so now that we have all the elements, we can glue them. Just a touch of glue in the corners. And then we layer where we have these cuts. Well, so far, so good. Let me save these pages for later, for another book. Now we're gonna put our gilded pages. So this set, when you look at it, it's very modern looking, But you can make it more classic looking by, using this little, like the gilded, the gold, and kind of like the old bookcase feeling. And now these go like here. Okay, I'll put the glue on the cardstock better. I think it's easier. There we go. And now let's make a gold tassel, and this time we'll attach the thread before I make it. I roll it. So I have a piece of green cotton thread that is not exactly old olive or mossy meadow, which is the darker version of old olive, but that's okay. And a glue dot, and we roll. How did I do it? I did it like that, yes. It doesn't matter how you do it. Just we'll put the tassel here, the thread, I mean, and then we roll, and we roll. I love the tassel in gold. I think it's really cute. Now we get to the end. We need another glue dot. Open them a little bit. And there's our little tassel. And just calculate at what height you want it, and then turn it around, and we're gonna attach it with a piece of parent tape as we did before. I think it was a little big, but it's okay. And see, what I did is that I folded this, and if you put more dimensionals there, it gives it even more 3D than with just like the. Wait, okay, let's put our tassel in front with just the dimensionals alone. You put more dimensionals, and it kind of has like the perspective, like that, like it's coming to you from the spine, right? And then now for this, the sentiment, instead of using a solid 5-star, I'm gonna use mossy meadow, and I'm gonna put just happy birthday because I need happy birthday cards. And especially I need more like happy birthday cards that I can use for where did I put it? Did I put it back? I may have put it back. Maybe we won't use happy birthday. We're gonna use happy birthday because I want a birthday card. And I just used it, and I guess in my intention of being organized, I put it back on my other table. All right, so this comes from Unbounded Love. And we need a block. And just put happy birthday. More to the side. I should have used, oh, okay, it worked. Should have used my foam mat, but it worked, so happy enough. All right. Now we get our book, we get our card. This gets attached right here, plain, because there's a lot of dimensionals going on the book. So just glue it directly. This paper, by the way, came from Thoughtful Expressions. I didn't say that. I like it a lot. But I wanted to try something in another tone so you can see that you can vary your color palette and it gives you a totally different look, right? So we're using now double dimensionals on the left side of our book. I'm gonna put one right there and then we'll stack it with another one. These two. 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 I will still fit in an envelope, but you know. And do we have a last one? I think that's my last dimensional of this size. Here we go, and now we'll cover this. And so this is so that this is not flipping up. What I did is I used a side of dimensionals here, and I stuck it kind of against the other one. It worked yesterday. Let me see if it like kind of like this, not flat, but on the side. Let me see if I can make it work. Yeah. The idea is that you don't see it on the side, but you know, like this. So it gets stuck. So I put it like that. You know what I mean? Sideways, the dimensional. And here's a little tassel and a little book. Which one do you like better? I don't know. I like both. This, because it has the white, this lifts up more, I think. And this is more monochromatic a little bit. But for the inside, what we're going to do for the inside, I'm going to do the stack of books without the glasses this time. So let me grab my thingy foam mat, and I'm going to do them in actually mossy metal. Cleaning them up first. There. Oh, you like both? Thank you, Deborah. I do too. I like this card a lot. I think it's very cute. And as I say, I have so many friends who are book lovers and literature lovers and book addicted and readers, avid readers, that I had to get this. And I also like that one of the stamps is the nameplate that you can put in your books. I'll show you in a second. So you can stamp this directly on your book. It's from the library of, and then you just put your name. All right. So that's card number 2. And now I wanted to do a bookmark because it's about books, right? But then but I wanted to do this other card, and I just decided that this other card could have a bookmark in it. So it's kind of like a gift card, gift gift within the card, not a gift card because you give the bookmark. So anyway, that's how it's supposed to look. It just not was properly tied. I was thinking of doing without the ribbon, but then it didn't keep open, keep closed properly. So it just was bothering me. So I just put this ribbon to tie it up. But this is a very nice, simple card. And then you pull it out. Oh, what happened? I guess it was not properly glued. That when I pull it in, my pages got. It's like it happens with real books, right? When you put them in a bag. Okay. Oh, now you put too much. All right. So it has this little bookmark with a pocket for the little bookmark so that you can keep the card later. It opens like this, and it has the stool with the books or a table with the books and the glasses. And then you get the extra of the bookmark. So let's see if I can slide it carefully. And if you pull this in, it's, you don't see ribbon, which it was bothering me. So I'm like, okay, so let's make this one. That's what will be your last project. You can do a lot with this set. It's really deceiving because, Deborah, you're right. Because it looks like, oh, there's not that many elements, but there's a lot of possibilities within the elements that they give you, and a lot of different looks. Like this looks more like kind of funny, just not funny, but like more modern. And this looks more this looks more classic, I think, just from what you use. Okay, I have all my ribbons fell on the table. There we go. All right, so let's make this one quickly, or as quick as we can go, and that be it for it. And by the way, next week, Sunday is a Super Bowl, and I know people are not gonna be paying attention to my live tutorial on Super Bowl, and I'm actually gonna be watching the Super Bowl. So I'm gonna go live at 1 p.m. instead of at my regular 9 p.m. Okay, so I'm gonna put an announcement, but I'll remind everybody. But if you're watching me or catching the replay, know that next week there will be tutorial. It just will be earlier. So this is a piece of 8.5 by 5.5, and I'm gonna score it at 2 1/8. There's something stuck here in my cutter. Piece of. There we go. And I just replaced the blade, so. But anyway, now I don't need the blade. I just need the scoring tool. And for the second fold, I don't want to do it with the trimmer because I want it to go precisely to meet this. And if you do with the trimmer, it's not always perfect. So I just wanted to make them touch how I want them. Come on. Don't. Okay. And then I'm just gonna. And now I know that they're perfect. They're not overlapping. There's no gap between them. So that's how I want them. By the way, I use Pebble Path for this one, but for this one, I'm gonna use pecan pie, just for variety. All right. So first off, we're gonna make the little pocket. And to make the little pocket, after we have scored or card base. To make the little pocket, I have a piece that is 4 3/8 by 5 3/8 by 4 1/4. Is it? Yes, 5 3/8 by 4 1/4, and we're gonna score it at 2 and then at 4, which leaves us a little flap here. That's where we're gonna put our adhesive. So just so we have the idea how it goes like this and this, and this will be like kind of like that, right? So that's our pocket for the thing, but we want to see it and we want to be able to take it out of here. So we're going to mark here with a pencil an inch. So we can do it right here, actually. 9, where's my 8 here? Like an inch. And then to the fold, I'm gonna align this and I'm gonna cut this part. Okay, this looks like a small inch, but it is an inch. All right, so we're gonna align the fold here and or mark, and you're gonna just cut that, and it's a triangle, and it doesn't look like as deep as before. Is it like my other one? Yes, it is. Oh, look at that. I don't know why it looks smaller this time, but anyway. Okay, now that we have that, sorry, let me take this away. We're gonna cut this part too, and I should have cut it with a trimmer, but I'm gonna use it with the scissors. We don't need to see that. There, out. And I don't like to see the fold, so I'm gonna cut to the fold there. There. All right. And now with turn tape. Okay, there go my blue dots. Hopefully I won't need them. We're gonna put turn tape right here, right there on our flap. You can use also liquid glue, but liquid glue, then you have to hold it down until it dries for a few seconds, and just to be a little faster. And then we're gonna put more turn tape down here. And you can fold this down as well, it doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter that it doesn't get to the end because nothing's gonna fall from there because our bookmark is not that thin, right? So we close it, and this is our pocket, right? And this will go right here. So we can glue it directly. Again, I'm using the Country Woods paper that has all these. What did you do first, Deborah? I got lost. I mean, I don't know what it was commenting on. So I'm gonna try to center it on my side there. I cut a little bit too much here, but it's okay because that's where we have our bookmark, so it's fine. All right, so that's one. And then we have the bookmark, and for this set comes with the die that cuts a little hole. And I didn't do it because I wanted to try something else that I'm gonna try live here, which is, there's these bookmarks that they go over the page and they hold so they don't fall. They go on over a random page and then the page where you're marking. So that's what we're gonna try to do here. I don't know if I'm making myself clear, but I can show you in a second. For this, we need more paper. I will use the same. This. Actually, I have a piece here already. Oh no, that's too small. This I'm improvising, guys. Just because I wanted to try something different. So let's cut a piece of this. That has to be, this is how much? This is 4 3/4. So I'm gonna do 4 1/2. 4 1/2. By 1 1/2. It looks very thin. Now I'm gonna do 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. I'm sorry, I'm not cutting on camera. I just didn't want to clear all this. I'm cutting on my lap, but here it is. Yeah, that looks fine to me. Right? But before that, we're gonna attach this here, and we're gonna just fold it more or less at 1 inch. Doesn't matter. And just leave the rest. And this is, by the way, 3.5 inches. A strip of 1/4 by 3.5 inches, more or less. So I'm gonna put that in the center first. Just flattening the sides like this, right? And then we're gonna put this in the middle. Right? It did look small. Yes, yeah, the cat looks small. I'm sorry, I wasn't reading the comments for a little bit. I was focused on the improvisational work. Yes, it did. Sometimes it's just like the optic effect, the lighting, the color. There we go. And in this case, we're gonna put the book on top here. So when you have, and let me grab a book to show you how to do it. Well, we can do it when it's done. And I have this pretty book cut from that same paper that is the one that I was using, the gold gilded, but this is the back, so it's not gilded at all. So I'm just gonna put that like that. Just glue it, I guess. I would like to have another one to put it back here so it would cover that. And I think I can use the gold one. Not ideal. I would rather use a cardstock one, but I don't want to go and cut it right now. So I'm going to glue these together to give it a little bit more. I don't kind of do it the other way around, right? No, it doesn't match. It will have to be white, the back. Not ideal, as I said, but that's fine. Oh no, I put the glue where I didn't belong. Okay, I should have put the glue on the other side. Walk, walk. Okay, I'm gonna actually leave it like that for now, but I'm gonna put another one afterwards so that you know, like to make it a little, to cover these, basically. I don't like to see that. And then we're gonna put here for you. Where is my for you? I had it right someplace. I saw it before. Here it is. I'm gonna use pecan or copper clay, I think. It's a little darker. Oh, I'm glad you got it, Deborah. I'm glad. For you. Hi, Susan. How are you? I'm so, yeah, I was late 10 minutes. Susan said that she was sorry to miss the beginning, but it's okay. You can watch the replay later. So this is our bookmark that will go like this. And you can actually put that on like that, or you can put it inside. But it kind of looks cute. I think I put something else here. Need something. Oh well, I'll think about it. Probably like maybe a card or something. Should have hit embossed it before, but because I'm improvising, or maybe the story of us or something, or you know. So let's continue with this. Now for this side, I use the different stamps with different inks. So let me make room because I need stamping room. And I used pecan pie, copper clay, and crumb cake. So let's do that. Same thing. Whoop. All right. So let's start with crumb cake for the books. It's a cute stamp set, and this looks more modern than the other card that looks a little bit more, classic, I would say. Well, that was my intention at least. We need my trusty foam mat here. And I'm just gonna go like this. With this is the stack of 4 books, and now we have the stack of 2 books that we're gonna do in pecan pie. And then we're gonna have the hearts that we are gonna do in copper clay. This is a card for real book lovers with lots of hearts for the books. There. Maybe I'll do that there. All right. Now we're gonna put this here. This is opening up. So let me, there. Flatten it a little bit. I like because it's decorative element on the front, which is nice. All right. We want to see a sliver of there. I think now I got it. A sliver of pecan pie coming through on all sides. All right. So now for here, I have 2 tabs with the wood, country woods paper. That's 2 by 5 and 2 and an 8 by 5 and 3/8, I think. Use my heating. That's the heating coming, like making the noises. But I can't complain because I don't pay for my heat. It's come included in my rent. So, and while it works, right? Keeps me warm, actually very warm. All right. There. And then for the middle, here I have a stack of the books, but it's because I wanted them on this little table, side table or stool. I used country flowers and the stool in country flowers, and I stamped it on the country woods paper. And this is gonna be a little table. So I'm just gonna hope that everything works. I'm going to go do it directly here. But I actually did some little accents with the markers here, with the blends, and just to give a little bit more texture to this. And then I cut also I don't know if you can see, I don't want to see the outside so marked. I mean, it's fine because it's wood, but I wanted more like that. And then this part that between the legs, I don't know why the die doesn't go all the way, and it just stops there. So I'm gonna take matters into my own hands here. And there we go. And now we're gonna continue with my coloring a little bit. I mean, this is already paper that has texture, but I just wanted a little bit more. And then we're gonna blend it all. Don't think that this is it, but just a little bit of like the shadows and the turning of the round shape. And then with crumb cake, just gonna mix it all. I mean, my crumb cake is a little bit messed up. It's gonna dry lighter. And I'm leaving a little bit of the paper coming through to have a little bit more light there. Satisfied with this, So now I'm gonna glue it. There, we have our table. Now we need the stack of books. I could use these ones that I already have like that. And they'll be colored. But I kind of like the other ones. I like the rustic look. Yes. So let me use my copper clay again. Oh, I read things wrong when I was reading the messages. So Susan is the one who got the card and the prize. I'm glad that you got it. I hope you enjoy it. I'm just gonna do the stack of books here. And the reason why I'm not doing directly here is because I want them kind of a little bit on the table so they look like they're on the table. So I'm gonna have to fussy cut them. But this is easy. Easy fussy cutting. Sorry, I'm not on camera fussy cutting, but you can imagine what I'm doing. Oh, I cut a lot of the ink there, but it's okay. I just don't want, and it doesn't matter this time. Actually, it wouldn't matter that you see a little bit more white because the background is white. So I'm being punctilious for nothing. All right. I'm happy with these books. Put this away. And now we see, I'm gonna, instead of going, if I had to stamp them, I would have to stamp them here. But instead of doing that, I want them like this. And I think they look very cute. I'm sorry, there's a lot of glare because I don't have things here. Maybe that covers my lamp, I think. All right. And then we need the glasses that we're gonna do in copper clay as well. Just gonna clean this because I don't want any accidents. Just a bit. And let me see where we get it. Oh, I didn't use my mat, but I hope I got the impression, and I did. Yay! Perfect. All right, so now that we're done, we're gonna glue the inside of the card. I don't know. I mean, this looks too big, but I hope it's right. It is right. Today, I would like my measurements look like they're all off, but no, they're right. It's just like my eye is not working, maybe. All right, so this is the inside of the card. This is the outside of the card. And we need the sentiment, which I hit embossed with a happy birthday. We can just put it in this side so we can tag this underneath. Yes. So we'll put the dimensionals. In this one, I put the dimensionals on the other side. But in this one, we're going to put the dimensionals on this side so we can tuck in the, I have the glued gold book there, getting stuck to everything. So let me see where we're at here. So I'm going to put just 3 of these. Actually, I'm going to put 2 because I need to put the ribbon in the center. If you want to put the ribbon, I mean, the ribbon is optional. Everything is, sorry, everything is optional, right? But this will go like this center more or less. We can tag this in. And if you want to put the ribbon, let me cut a good piece. I have it right here. You like the car? I'm glad. I love this set. I mean, when I saw it, I'm like, I have so many book lovers that I'm like, oh, I have to get this. Everybody's gonna want cards with that. So I'm just gonna thread it through my 2. There we go. So it will stay close. Just a knot. I don't want it too girly because I want it neutral. So it could go well for men or women or something. So that's it. And then you have your bookmark here that you can just lift up. So this bookmark, let me show you. Let me grab a book. Because I had one, and I think it's very handy to have this kind of bookmark. Because it marks the page, but sometimes just grab a big one. The Old Curiosity Shop. Sometimes when you have a bookmark like the other one, let me grab the other one, which by the way, I used this ribbon that I think is great for bookmarks because it's the faux leather trim. I think it's in the Last Chance. I'm not sure if it's still there or not. So when you have a bookmark like this, if it opens a little bit, it may fall or something. But if you use this one, oh God, I got the glue all over the place. We've used this one. This is a thick book. You put it and it kind of like gets stuck. It's more stuck like that, and it doesn't fall so easily because it's between 2 pages. So then you have to decide if your bookmark is going to be this, which is usually the front, and it's kind of cute, right? This is your bookmark, and then just, Anyway, so there's 2 possibilities of bookmarks here for you, 2 different kind of bookmarks. And you can decide which way you look, and you could tuck it in if you want, just so you can, don't have to have it outside. I think it adds a little something to have it like that. And then this is the other one. I'm going to tuck the trim in, the leather trim. All right. And that's it. All right, so let's recap. And that's the inside. We'll leave it open so you can see. We have this one. We have this one with the 3-dimensional book and, whoops, the 3-dimensional books and the tassel in 2 different colors, right? And then we had the one that we used with the recipe that we made with the card recipe. This was a card recipe, and this is the card. All right, it's hard to make them all fit, as you know, with my limited space here, but you get the idea. Anyway, anyone is your favorite? I like them all. I don't know what to say. I like them all. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining. Next week, as I said, is Super Bowl Sunday, so I'm gonna come to you a little early at 1 p.m. Okay, I'll put an announcement, and or you can catch me on the on a replay. All right. So have a good week. Have a good night. Have a good week. Thank you, Deborah. I hope to have a very good week because it's my birthday week, so I'm very excited about that. I do still get excited even though I'm getting older, but I still get excited about my birthday on Wednesday. So yeah, so I hope I have time to craft and show you something on Sunday. I hope so. I'll make time. Thank you, Susan. I'm glad you like them all. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on next week. Bye.